Oh, Bungie, how the mighty have fallen. I remember the heyday, halcyon days of Bungie when they were pumping out Halo games and everybody got super excited for the next Halo. I wasn't really that big into first-person shooters, and I remember when I lived in Japan, I played the heck out of Halo Combat Evolved, the demo, on PC. There was only one multiplayer map available on that demo, and I played it over and over and over and over again, and I got so good with what I like to call the sniper handgun that I used to dominate matches with just the handgun. I could snipe people from a distance with the handgun. It was ridiculously powerful. I was also pretty immature at the time, and when I'd win the match, I used to type in the chat because there wasn't much voice chat then. It was all text. I used to type, "That's how it's done, ladies. Now go change your tampons." Yeah, immature. I was younger, but I was probably old enough to know not to do that. I'm Fox, and this is RealMarcFoxx, your home for rational, reasonable, real gamers. Let's roll that intro.
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
So anyway, Bungie Studios has announced today that they're laying off 220 people. Actually, they're eliminating 220 roles, I believe is the language they use, but by roles, they mean jobs. None of these companies want to say that they're firing or laying people off. They're just downsizing. They're restructuring. They're evaluating their business model. You know, you're letting people go. That's what it is. You're cutting jobs. 220 jobs. That's not a small number. And now you could say that, well, they're just doing what a lot of companies are doing, right? Well, yes, but at the same time, take a look at the before picture of what Bungie Studios looked like, a collection of these guys right here, and then take a look at the after photo and see what it looks like. Do you notice something? Do you notice a shift in what the people look like? Do you notice that they used to look like normal gamers, and then suddenly they look like woke crazies who would have nose rings and colored hair, be obese or overweight and celebrate that they're overweight? Talk about feminism and the patriarchy? Yes, go woke, go broke is still essentially true, but in many cases, companies go broke, then go woke to get ESG money, then ultimately croak. Credit for that statement to Razor Fist. I never feel sorry when a woke person loses their job. I never feel bad or sorry or have any sympathy when these evil woke people lose their jobs, get kicked out, get silenced, get deplatformed, because that's exactly what they want done to us. They do their best to silence us. They do their best to deplatform us. They do their best to get us fired. They go after us. They try to call us out and get us off every platform they can, try to eliminate our possibility of getting a job anywhere in the industry, blacklist us, then make fun of us, imply we're all losers living in our mom's basements who've never seen or touched a woman, Jim Sterling. Well, guess what? I've seen and touched multiple women. I don't live in a basement. I don't even live with my parents. I own my own home. So take that, Sterling.
Three nerds typed their outrage with hands that clearly had never so much as brushed a woman's cheek.
And again, we've never so much as brushed the cheek of a woman. Anyway, back to Bungie. 220 positions cut, and why? I think we all know why. Woke is a major factor. The only factor? Well, probably not the only factor. There are always multiple factors involved, but 220 people, they're not just cutting the most woke of the woke. They're cutting because they're not getting the results that they want. And why aren't they getting the results they want? Well, I think we all know why. Because gamers are shifting away from the woke trash, and they're going to the games that aren't woke, which right now is including some Korean games like The First Descendant, Stellar Blade, Nikkei, whatever it's, goddess of something or other. A lot of Korean developers are rising up, although the developer of Stellar Blade, Shift Up, just went public and is now looking for an ESG representative to work for them. Not a good sign. Ultimately, as these studios begin to downsize, cut positions, and many of them fail completely and shutter, basically get closed down, that will essentially be a good thing for the industry as a whole, because the more woke you are, the more you deserve to fail. I believe that when banks made bad loans and went bankrupt, they should have simply failed, because that would send a strong message to all the other banks out there. You screw up, it's on you. No bailouts. I don't want the industry bailed out. If a studio goes under because it's woke, good. If a publisher goes under because they're woke, good. That's how it should work. Yes, some good people who aren't woke, but are simply working there and have to remain silent because they'll be ostracized if they speak up, they'll lose their jobs too. That sucks. I do feel bad. I do feel sympathy for every anti-woke developer who gets caught up in the woke layoffs. But hopefully you land on your feet. Hopefully you can start your own studio, become an indie developer, or join another studio. I know it's not that easy. I've lost a serious job before, a career, and had to get another one. It's not fun. It's not easy. It can send people into a panic. I get it. I understand how you feel. But at the same time, when companies conduct themselves poorly, they should suffer. Woke equals anti-gamer. Woke equals evil. And woke should always equal failure. So, to Bungie downsizing because they're woke, I'll take a hit to that. May all woke publishers, developers, and games fail and fail miserably. Thank you so much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you here, but don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and tap that notification bell icon. And consider joining the channel. It's as cheap as $1.99, and you get to enjoy all these special perks. Click join now. And if you want to support my channel in another way, consider picking up my novel, New Tokyo. It's available on Amazon in Kindle, Kindle Unlimited, and paperback formats. Link in the description. And a huge thank you and shout out to Super Real Gamer Drunken Dwarf and Real Gamer Cornelius Noland. And as always, my friends, for Fox's sake, stay real, keep playing, and never forget, yesterday's tomorrow is today's today.
Thing sucks! To a modern gaming audience.
This is all wrong.